That's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, my stream is up. I'll be right back though.
Oh, your stream's up. What the heck?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Dude, Google is useless for looking at your channel. Twitch.tv/ the only zero. What the? Chrome is useless apparently. Well, here I am with a bird on my head.
Alright, I'm back. Mmm,
Yep.
chocolate marshmallow egg. This is amazing.
What?
Hold on. How do you get... I always forget how to get a freaking tweet. Like, the URL for a tweet. Oh, I figured it out. Alright. There you go. I don't think you follow this person, so... Or the person that retweeted this, I don't think you follow. That's actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Is my title, like...
Very good.
Is my title and crap all correct? Am I even live? Am I actually live? Or am I
Yeah,
just
you're live.
fake live?
Your chat is like dead.
That's yeah. I literally will just sit here for like 10 minutes before I actually start playing. It seems.
I'm going to move to another room. In which case I'll probably lose internet for a little bit, and I'll probably ask you to move me back in.
We can just go to a public server room. You know what I'm talking about.
If you don't mind.
That doesn't matter to me.
Oh, I saw the Matrix for a second.
Yep. Or I need to unzip and file and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's taking with like 2 difficulties or something.
Oh, does it? I missed that.
Let's see if I can load up the quest again.
The quest? You loaded up the quest?
Not the quest. Sorry, the page.
All right.
Says, let's see. The download comes with 2 quest files which have different difficulties.
See, you never know what that actually means, though. Like, is it like easy and normal, or is it normal and hard? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
is it something that I actually is it? Yeah,
like
is it just like
the enemies do double damage, or is one like they just made an easier version because the original is too hard or something?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's like, or is it the other way around where it's like they just made the quest and they're like, all right, now we're just gonna change all the enemies to death nuts. The heck is that? Is that the bird? Bird?
So it looks like it has some sound effects here.
Yeah. Well, okay, the quest files are The Realm of Courage and The Realm of Courage Easy, so I guess I'll go with the original version.
Yeah, it says easy, not hard, so I would say do the normal one.
I did. Oh, I can tweet myself out. I always forget to do that. It takes a really long time for... Oh, hello, people. I was about to say, it always takes a really long time for anyone to show up into my stream, but... I'm pretty sure that was one of Testrunner's birds or something like that. Alright, this is just some random quest, so... Probably not gonna be anything... Dude, this song! Well, sold. That didn't take long, dude. I love this song. If you guys don't know what that song is, it's one of the unused tracks from Zelda's Adventure. that whole like that little set of music that's like absolutely amazing. I don't know. I don't think I've used this particular one in any of my quests, so I've used quite a few of them though.
This bird is making squeaky noises. What the heck?
Hmm?
My sister's bird.
I have a map. This quest is good.
Dude, just like playing the original with a map.
Yeah, I mean the map is different though.
Yeah. I'm just like noting out a lot of them are kind of similar.
Yep.
I remember you played like a whole bunch of quests that didn't have maps for like a really long time.
Yeah, it's just like a whole string of them that just so happened.
I played a quest that had a map and you like didn't remember how to use it.
What now? I remember how to use it. I was just going crazy about it. I do remember that. I found a heart piece. Hello. I see a Triforce. That may be an indication that a dungeon is nearby. Yeah, but I'm in the maze, so good luck with that. Crap, I just went in a circle. What? No! It's a maze!
Like an actual Zelda maze?
Yeah, well, not even that. It was just some side warp pushed me to where I wasn't supposed to be. Like, I went down and ended up like a screen up left.
Get him.
Ah, I made it. I don't know how, but I made it. Dude, I don't want to enter the dungeon because I just want to keep listening to this song.
Question, you know how reflected magic will hurt both Link and enemies?
Mm-hmm.
What is like the flag that decides like what weapons hurt?
Well, it's the weapon itself. As soon as it hits a mirror, it becomes a different...
Yeah, but I mean, like, what is it about reflected magic versus a regular magic? Is it just a property of reflected magic?
Yeah, it's a different E weapon, or well, actually, I'm not sure if it's an E weapon or an L weapon, but it's one of them, and it just, you know, it will hurt either.
Well, no, I was wondering if it's possible. I was wondering like how possible it would make a quest so that all enemy weapons hurt other enemies, including Link.
What do you mean?
Like when moblins shoot arrows at each other, they would hurt each other.
That'd be possible.
Alright.
I can't say difficulty or anything. You just...
Like, I was wondering sure like how possible it's like you need to do scripting or something really silly or just
You probably need to use scripts, yeah.
Dang. They're overly complicated.
Yeah, I don't think there's a non-script way to do it. I don't know what I just picked up. It was a compass. I just like instinctually ran to the middle of the room, and this always happens because I get the item before it actually appears, and then I don't know what I picked up. Castlevania, by the way. I think. Am I stupid? I think this is Castlevania. I'm suddenly not remembering what Castlevania, though. Oh, I have a key. I was about to like just start placing bombs all over the place. I was like, I'm at a dead end. What do I do? Oh, that's right. All the dungeons are shaped like Greek letters. That's what it said in the quest description. So this is Dungeon Alpha. It all makes sense now. What the heck does an uppercase alpha look like? Is it just like an A?
That was just an A.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I like never seen that one used for like anything. Probably because it looks exactly like an A. I'm gonna die, dude.
It's used for fraternities. Because fraternities are all capital letters.
Well, that's true. That is a good point.
Yeah, most of the Greek, like capital Greek letters I see used a lot more for like fraternities and science. Lowercase letters are for science.
That makes sense. Because I was gonna say, like in math is what I meant.
I found a lot of times, usually the convention I see is the lowercase letters are usually used for like variables, and I found usually the uppercase variables are for functions. That's not always the case.
Yeah.
But that's generally the convention. It gets extra confusing when you talk about like the convention for Fourier transforms is annoying because the convention that they always use is there's no like special like marking or symbol like they do like for derivatives or whatever. Instead, they just like write a capital like letter. So like for the function f, they'll just use a capital F for the Fourier transform. It's really confusing and tons of problems. And also like they use Greek letters, they use lowercase and uppercase.
That's silly.
Yeah. I kind of like, I don't know why they didn't come with a symbol for that.
Just like put a prime next to it, or a bar, or a star, or
there's no symbol to like, there's no kind of indication saying that something is a Fourier transform or something else.
Just like have to know.
Yeah, just you either write it out like with words like this is the Fourier transform or this, or you actually write like the entire definition. Which is like a huge pain every time.
What? I'm out of keys. Never mind, I found one. Ring. How to get heart piece. Oh. Maybe I can shoot it with an arrow. Nope. Well, I can definitely shoot that statue with an arrow, though. Dang. Ah! Wasting all my money, dude. I don't have fire. Otherwise, yeah, that would be a reasonable idea. All I've got is some crap. God dang it. What's the boss of this dungeon gonna be? If it's a Goma, I'll be kind of sad. If it's what's it called, dude? I'm about to call it an Ampharos and feel like an idiot. Aquamentus. It's probably gonna be an Aquamentus or 3. I like a Dark Nut, dude. That's what I always like that when they're like, alright, we're gonna make 2 red Dark Nuts the boss of this dungeon. It's like, alright, I'm okay with this. Probably technically more difficult than an Aquamentus. And then they put like a blue Wizrobe in. First boss is a blue Wizrobe, you just like, well, give up. Too hard. Can't kill. It's 2! I knew it. I first saw this. Alright. Also, this is the hard version, don't forget. There's probably only one in the easy version. I solved the puzzle. Alright. The greatest of mysteries has been defeated. Or something like that. I have to do it. Dude, it's just a rule. Like, if you walk into a gambling spot, you have to play it at least once. It was totally worth it. It's completely worth it. Dude, this forest doesn't make much sense, but I guess that's probably the point. This overworld theme is amazing. Wait a second, I actually got a heart piece right there. This forest makes no sense. Will I? No, I really won't. Sorry, I'm kind of broke at the moment, thanks to your companion. Companion two caves down. Kind of robbed me of all my money. Wait, what the heck do I do? That was completely obvious, and there were tons of hints that I needed to arrow that statue for no reason, but whatever. What else are you gonna do? This is probably a hook shot thingy. I'm gonna guess that I get the raft in the next dungeon. And I'm kind of excited.
Zelda Classic is a program to make Zelda style games. I don't know, like RPG Maker for Zelda. And Olneo is playing like a lot of he likes to play a lot of like custom quests that people have made. This one's called the Rum and Courage by Sodium Chloride 586.
It's alright. Also, this is another good music choice. I like the music in this quest so far. Yeah, this is like,
There's a lot of quests. If you're interested in playing them.
over 500.
Yeah. There's quite a few good ones and quite a few bad ones.
Yeah, this is like a really classic style quest. Like, literally just find a dungeon, beat the dungeon, move on. 8 of them, save the princess. God dang it. I'm bad. Whatever, doesn't matter. There's also lots of quests that are like story driven, that have like their own stories and stuff. No, there is music. It's just kind of quiet because this particular MIDI is really soft in comparison to the previous ones. I don't want to change the audio balance though, because otherwise it'll just script the rest of the quest.
I can't hear it all, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to turn up the game volume or not.
If you guys can hear the sound effects, then you can hear the game. It's just the MIDI is kind of quiet, but the other MIDIs were reasonably.
Yeah, is like ridiculously time-consuming. Yeah, rewarding. That's why people usually just play other people's quests. Everyone's just a bunch of moochers. Seems very familiar.
Yeah, because I got caught there before. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to change the audio balance just because the rest of it was actually balanced, so I don't want to have to switch it back and forth like every time.
Beta. Now I remember the quest description says all, like, he said 8 dungeons, but it also said like all the dungeons from Alpha to the Omega. I was just like, how big is your Greek alphabet?
8 letters. Haven't you
also,
ever?
there's a Master Dome.
Is there? All right. I probably don't
You
care.
want to look for that eventually.
Maybe. I'm probably never going back for that heart piece. I don't know. I'm not in a very completionist mood at the moment, for some weird reason. That is one wacky looking beta. I mean, it looks like a beta. It's pretty good, actually. It's just weird. I don't know. It's good, but it's bad. I don't know what else to say. What am I doing? Is this the first key I've gotten? Like, what the heck? I'm backtracking all the way back to the start.
Osmond loves his Amaranth recording since like yesterday. So it's like right now like has like a 20-hour video that's like 200 gigs.
Nice. I missed a key door. What the heck? Oh, I just wasted a bomb. What the
Yeah,
heck?
that seems really small for that much space. Since he's doing it at a pretty low bit rate. It is like N64. At 20 FPS.
Dude.
Place your bets on the 8 letters used.
Alpha,
bet it's gonna be
beta,
like...
gamma, delta,
Yeah.
pi,
Pi?
sigma. Did I already say sigma?
No, you didn't.
Okay, that's what, 6?
That's 5.
Beta, gamma, delta, sigma, pi. No, that's 6.
Oh no, with pi, yeah, we said.
No, I wasn't joking when I said pi. And then
Oh,
omega, that's
I think
7.
Hey, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. I think.
Lambda's pretty cool.
I feel like omega's in there for sure.
Yeah. How did I miss the key
I
door?
almost want to say it's Eta.
Dude, iota. Phi.
I'm gonna go with Eta and then Omega.
Theta? Theta's a good one too.
Oh, right, it's 8. Oh, duh. I was
Well,
thinking
there's
6.
technically a 9th, right? As well. You should probably guess 9 in total. Wait, so why was it across the ocean?
Beta, Pi, and Sigma, and Omega. Yeah, if we're going off of, like, just Greek letters everyone knows.
Well, if it's Greek letters that everyone knows, pi has got to be in there.
Yeah. Pi, Sigma, and Omega. Yeah, that would pretty much be, like, the most, like, well-known Greek letters.
You also gotta think about ones that, like, will actually make good dungeon maps, or whatever. That's what I'm trying to consider as well. Throw in lambda, alright. Dude, I'm stuck.
Yeah, Lambda as the Megadome.
No, there's like 9 dungeons and then the Megadome, so if you're gonna count the Megadome, then you gotta put in a 10th. Right? Because there's 8 like Triforce dungeons, I'm assuming there's a final dungeon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There? Let me see.
Guys, am I just stupid or like what?
It just says the quest is 8 dungeons with Greek letter floor layouts. And 1 optional Master Dome.
Hmm.
But there's also somewhere says something about fixing a raft in level 9. So I'm just assume that level 9 isn't a
Dungeon, just, yeah. I always say
it's probably a dungeon, but it's probably not a Greek letter.
It might
probably
be.
a big square.
Might be the skull or something. I mean, honestly, if you ask me, like, the first Zelda game has 8 dungeons, I always say that. Like, I never count the last dungeon when I'm counting dungeons in any game.
Yeah, but why don't you count the 9th dungeon?
I just don't. I don't know why.
That makes no sense. It's like, it's a full dungeon.
I just don't count it. It's not a dungeon. It's the final level.
It's bigger than any other dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. It's different than a
harder.
dungeon. It's different than a dungeon. It's like the last thing you do. You do 8 dungeons and then you do the last level.
I disagree strongly.
I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? Cool game. You never count the 3rd dungeon? What? I can count above 8. For example, Link to the Past has like 10 dungeons or something like that.
To get the boomerang.
I tried, dude.
Dude, Kai is an awesome Greek letter because it's also an English letter.
I love Kai, dude. Dude, I freaking named a book Kai. Or short story, I guess. Like, that is the name of the story. It's just Kai.
Dude, for the longest time, I always called it Chi. Until I got statistics and it's like, Chi squared. What the fuck is Chi?
Yeah, dude, it's like, I have heard key, which is really weird to me, but...
Key?
Yeah, as in, like, what is it, the literary device, chiasmus? I've heard it called chiasmus before.
I don't know that.
It literally just means you do the, like, usually refers to, like, a single sentence where you, like, say one thing and then you say the same thing backwards, and it makes an X, figuratively speaking. And that's why it's called chiasmus, because of Kai. But anyway, so what is the example that is the always example? It's like freaking
sword. When usually people write out I, they don't write XI. They write CHI. It's usually how it's spelled.
Yeah.
That's why it seems weird to pronounce it like key. I mean, people only start putting X's in it because I looks like an X. Which is weird because you don't do that for any other Greek letter.
Dude, Ro. I want to see a freaking Ro. I love Ro. That's a cool character.
I keep forgetting what capital Rho looks like. I know capital Gamma looks like a upside down L. Which keeps making me want to think it's what row looks like. I never remember what row looks like. My memory is not good. Romanization in Chinese is weird in general. Yeah, that is definitely true.
Alright, well, time to start bombing all the walls. Let's go. Haven't I already bombed that wall?
I can only imagine. There's a lot of sounds in Chinese that just doesn't exist in English. Which is weird because that's not true in like Japanese, where all the sounds exist in English, for the most part. Like some of their sounds sound a little different, like their R is different and so forth. But for the most part, like you can make all the sounds pretty easily.
I bombed all the walls, and there's nothing left to bomb. Except for the first room. Has to be this. This has to be it. Yes, dude! Process of elimination, let's go. It's a rupee room, kill me! What?!
Get fucking up.
I don't even... What?! Is there a second entrance or something?
Look at the map.
I'm looking at the map. I've literally gone through every wall on every side of every room that I've been in. And
Secret wall?
I've tried that. On all the rooms.
Room?
Yeah, on all the rooms that have a wall that I can reach. I've tried pushing it and then bombing it. Pretty sure I didn't miss any. Actually, I did miss one. Let's try that one. Double process of elimination. Process of re-elimination, as I like to call it.
Oh yeah, there could just be a stairwell hidden somewhere. That'd be lame.
Yeah, in the first room. There was a bomb wall in the first room. There's a limit to how much you can put in the first room, though. I'm running out of bombs. That's what I don't like.
Putting a stairwell in there would not be the limit, though.
That's true. You try and hide the Master Sword in there, though. That's pretty.
That'd be pretty epic. Like hide something in the first room of the first dungeon. It's like some crazy item.
Dude, Demo EX. Not quite like that, but worse.
Worse?
Yeah, your only key to moving forward is hidden in like the most impossible to find places.
Epic.
Dude, Demo EX is like amazing in all the worst possible ways. God dang it, dude, it wasn't a bomb wall. What do I do?
I really do like the idea of like having stuff to go back to in like the dungeons and stuff. So like you finish a dungeon, you're done forever.
It depends on the quest. It depends on how motivated you are. If it's like...
Yeah, like I did like how, like I did enjoy how, what's it called?
You gonna say Lost Isle?
Lost Isle, yeah, had the secrets heart piece in like all the dungeons.
Yeah, the return heart pieces. Dude, I'm actually stuck in this temple.
I feel like those rewards are pretty small, honestly, because like backing just for hearts is kind of a pain.
Yeah. Yo, what's it say on the page? Doesn't it say something about Dungeon 2?
Dungeon 2?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look.
I found it! Alright, never mind.
Never mind. There was nothing about apparently a bug with the raft.
What does that say? It's fixed or...
Here, let me read it. It says you were using RC5 build, which can't allow Link to travel with the raft to other screen in a dungeon.
Cool bug.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not stuck anymore.
So yeah, if something breaks with the raft, it means you're using a bad version, apparently.
Don't worry. I'm using the actual release. So.
I looked away, by the way. I didn't see where.
I had to arrow one of those statues just completely at arbitrary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Like, I had arrowed the other one, too, which is why it's annoying. Like, I arrowed the top one, I didn't... I had to arrow the bottom one, yeah. And then a staircase appeared. So, whoop-de-freaking-do. Well, that's cute. What if I didn't pick up the raft? What if I went in there and didn't actually pick up the raft? Cool game. Real fair.
Oh. Yeah.
Cool oversight.
Good level design.
Like, that's the thing that I like too. It's just
Yeah.
like it's broken.
Except for you're missing the important part.
It doesn't check. There's no way it couldn't. I mean, it could, but I don't think this quest is doing anything that sophisticated.
Like a second stairwell right there. They like both went down to the same room.
Yeah.
Like he could have just done that.
Easy fix.
But no.
Like, what I was trying to say was, or maybe to my chat or whatever, Tester knows what I'm talking about, but like, I always like when, like, you get trapped immediately preceding collecting an item, and then you collect the item, and it allows you to, that's what I said.
You said preceding.
Yeah, you get trapped immediately
No, you want
preceding.
proceeding.
No. Well, you're trapped.
Precede means before, proceed means comes after.
Yes, I know. You get trapped before you can get the item. Like, right before you get the item.
Or trapped right after the item. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is.
Yeah, you get trapped in the room with the item, and then once you collect the item, it allows you to get out. I like that. It's just that was done incorrectly.
I also like the extension of that where you get trapped in a chain of rooms.
Doesn't Super Metroid do that kind of thing a few times?
The only place I can think
Speed
of that
Booster?
is...
Well,
Boost?
yes.
Yeah, well, Speed Booster, yeah, you need the item when you get... You need the item, like, in the room, basically.
Yeah.
But, no, the one, the big one is Grapple. After you
Oh, yeah,
it's
it gets
like,
you out. You have to go out the other way.
Yeah. It's like
Paper...
you just go around, like, a one-way loop.
Paper
and,
Mario
like,
does that a lot as well, I remember.
Which one?
Baper Mario, like all of them. Do that like all the time. Like as soon as you get the Mega Hammer, you have to.
the same amount, cause I kind of like the idea of having to go back the way you came. Like I like having you go through a series of rooms.
Realizing that you're kind of backing yourself into a corner, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get an item and you realize you can get all the way back the way you came. I prefer that way better than like going around like a circle.
Yeah. Like grapple hook style.
Well, no, not grapple hook style.
That's what I'm saying.
Grapple hook style
Yeah.
is just a circle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not grapple hook. Okay.
Not grapple hook style.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know if the Metroid games really do that kind of stuff actually.
Not too much.
Yeah, I mean a lot of times they do have a thing where like you are trapped, like you need the item, in the room, or the room right before kind of thing, which is like the same thing, because there's usually nothing in the actual room.
Yeah, or like a boss or something.
Hmm?
There's like a boss or something.
Yeah.
First room of Metroid Morph Ball. There you go.
It's really rare to fight the boss after the item.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sword Dancer brings up a good point though. Dude, I'm so dead.
Oh no!
Yeah.
First room of Morph Ball? No, you get Morph Ball before you use it though. It's all the way around.
Oh, well, but
That's what I'm saying,
you
it's
need
all
it
the
to
way
get
around.
out.
It's like you go into a room and then you need the item to get out of the room. Like Metroid, that's what we're talking about. We don't need getting an item to continue on. It's like classic Metroid. And
No,
everywhere.
dude, as soon as you jump down, like, over the thing in Metroid, you can't get back until you collect the Morph Ball. At least in Zero Mission. At least in Zero Mission.
In Zero Mission you can wall jump out.
Can you?
Can't you?
I don't know. Hello.
Anyways, the point is that Metroid actually doesn't do that very much.
Wait, why did I go back there? I just used a key, backed myself into a corner, and then
Didn't get anything.
didn't get anything. I must have missed something. Oh well.
And the reason why I was saying that is because I was comparing it to Super Metroid. When I meant like Metroid 1. The Super Metroid has the same room, but it's not the same. But yeah, the point is, like I said, they don't do that very much, and it's usually just like the room before.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think there's any case where it's like a chain of rooms you have to back out through. trying to think of a good example of what I mean. That like isn't a ROM hack.
God dang it.
Because I know there's tons of ROM hacks that do that kind of crap. Like going through a water area without a gravity suit, then you get gravity suit at the end, kind of thing.
And you're like sinking down as you go. And you're just like keep getting deeper and deeper, and to the point where you can't jump back out or something like that.
Well, no, it's usually like you have to just go through like just a whole ton of like a whole area just without water suit,
Water suit.
or gravity suit, or whatever.
Dude, I can't believe the last wall master just didn't appear. Dumb as heck. Hey. Progress. That's what my key was used for. My key was put to good use after all. The spring ball area? Maybe, but who gets spring
Or
ball?
like what?
In Super Metroid? I mean, you could just bomb jump, obviously.
Oh, you're just talking about rooms that you can't get out of without using the item you got?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, that's usually... That wasn't really what I was talking about. I was talking about like when there's like a sequence of rooms.
Do all these dungeons have 2 items? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that's like a very ZC thing.
I mean, spring ball is completely optional in Super Metroid anyway. God dang it, dude.
Yeah.
Stupid. That was really silly.
Yeah.
Dude, these are all comeback heart pieces after all. But I don't think I care enough. So I'm gonna miss out on like 2 hearts or so. It's fine, I don't think this quest is gonna be so hard that I need them.
So here's a question. What if you had... So, how often do you find it when dungeons hide dungeons inside of other dungeons?
Dude, that's like my favorite thing of all time.
Yeah,
I like...
it's so good.
I get this feeling inside.
Well, I mean, obviously your quest, but also freaking...
Nah, dude, I don't even get the feeling when I do it in my quest, though. That's like not the same feeling to me, but
yeah,
maybe it
not
is.
quite the same, but freaking Zelda's butt.
Yeah, dude, that is an example of what you wouldn't expect had some good.
That is like a dungeon inside of a dungeon inside of a dungeon. It was just like dungeons all the way down.
What is happening to me? No, dude, the Wrath and Longing of NaCl586, that was like the key example. That was so good.
A dungeon inside of a dungeon.
Yeah, there was a secret dungeon. It was actually a side secret dungeon to begin with, and there was a secret within that dungeon that you didn't actually need. Like you wouldn't. It was like a bomb wall in the back of like the final room.
Okay.
Yeah, and that actually took.
Quest style.
And it took you to another dungeon. Like
inside the secret dungeon.
Yes, yes. And what happened was when you went down through that desert, you ended up in an underground desert. And in the underground desert was a town and another dungeon. It was, dude, I'm in this desert and I'm just getting these chills, like, oh my god.
Eventually you just like lose track of how many layers deep you are.
Like, yeah, but dude, just like the feeling of being like where I was like, you're not supposed to be here. This is like, you know? It's like sacred ground. Dude, Mega Man. The Mega Man quest actually did that, and it did it really well. Thanks. Shoutouts to PDO. That had that as well. It had, you did like this, like, dark evil cave of evil and death, and then you get, like, out the back side of it, and you end up in this, like, graveyard or something that you've been able to see from, like, the sewers and stuff like that. but you could never actually like get into it. Like you could enter it, but you'd be dead-ended
dude,
like
that's
immediately.
What I actually really liked about Lost Isle 2. It's the idea of like seeing areas that you can't get access to until much later.
Yeah.
I actually really like that. My big problem with Lost Isle is that because you didn't have any like proper underground map, it's just like I had no idea how things connected together. It's just like I completely lost it.
Wasn't the map like 1-to-1 with the exception of
Yeah,
like one thing?
Except
One
for
cave,
time.
yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise it would be like so stupidly long that you'd want to kill
Yeah,
yourself.
it was just like a really long chain of like just straight rooms. It was like just cut this down.
Yeah. But dude, the Wrath and Longing of Nemel, I still remember that feel. That feel.
It also helps that it's like basically the Raft's great adventure.
Yeah, dude, this is a pretty cool section. Can't say anything bad about this. At the moment. Whoops. Oh my god. Wait, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be Dark Nut. I was gonna say Dodongo, but I'm guessing Dark Nut. It's Manhandle. No, it's a Moldorm. All the M's. Moldorm Handla. Like, what the heck is this thing, dude? I was completely off. I just fail. Take my license away. Give it to someone else.
Do you just really want to have a Dark Knight boss?
No, I really don't. It's too easy. No, my actual original guess was Dodongo. That was my real guess, but that was also completely wrong.
Was
Yeah.
that level 3 dungeon?
No, that's level 2. Manhandle is level 3.
Like, most of Zelda 1 bosses are like...
Bad.
Yeah, they're not really bosses, and just having a room of enemies is usually much harder.
Manhandles are decent.
I would say Manhandles are probably the hardest boss. Them and...
Gleox are good too.
Yeah, them and Gleox. Particularly Fire Gleox.
Yeah, well, Fire Gleox are stupid though.
Yeah. They're just like, okay...
There's no way to dodge them.
Damage.
Like, all you do is tank and attack. That's the only strategy.
Yeah.
I've never seen
There's
someone
no
fight them without...
real way to weave and dodge.
The only other way... The only way you can beat them without taking damage is if you have sword beams, in which case they become extremely easy in a really silly way. Because you can just stand on the side and sword beam their heads and never get hit.
Yeah, they only can shoot forward.
Well, no, they can only shoot so far is what it is. And it doesn't quite reach the wall. Actually, it can if their heads extend all the way out. So you have to still, you know, kind of pay attention, but not too much.
Dig Dogger? Nah, I mean, if you have either the boomerang.
He said that before when I was guessing bosses, but yeah, Dig Dodger is not really hard either. It's like a puzzle boss more than anything, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's like the first time. It's like, how do you fight this guy?
Yeah.
Then after that, it's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, besides the fact that frickin' the old man says Dig Dodger,
Tells you,
just
yeah,
like certain kinds of sounds or something like that.
Yeah, but the rulebook also says that Pearl's voice also like afraid of like loud sounds or something.
What?
And it's not affected at all by anything except for the
Arrows, dude. Why arrows? I still don't understand
Yeah,
why they're so
that's-
weak to
that's the thing,
arrows.
it's like, we don't know. Honestly, I feel like it was a feature that was never implemented.
Well, it was.
No,
In the
being able to use like the flute on against.
Well,
people's
but you
swords.
can use a mic. If you have the whatever something Famicom that had the mic, you could shout
Yeah,
into it.
Famicom has a mic?
Yeah!
What the hell?
It was, yeah, and you could shout into it and all the Pole's voice would die.
Oh. That makes sense. Also now the what's it called? The Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Well, it's actually also less new. Because it's literally the same guys.
Yeah, is Zelda 1, for God's sake. Dude, I could never figure out how to kill those guys in Phantom Hourglass, though, when I first played it. It took me, like, I had to, like, throw pots at them
There
before.
are times where it's just like, I kind of forgot that I was playing on a DS. where like they're either a mic or some DS feature. I'm just like, I kind of like completely zoned out, which I guess is good in some ways or bad. I'm not sure. But it's
So
like,
engrossed in the game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The game was
Immersed.
bad.
It was not very immersing at all.
But there's like several fights where like you say repulse we have to shout, or like God you have to blow. Like I remember like the part where you like blow out candles, and I was just like, I don't have any kind of like wind thing. I was like really confused. And I was like, oh, you can breathe into the mic and it'll blow out the candle. It's clever. Stuff like that.
The map copying? I got that right away, dude. That's so obvious.
No, the map copying took me forever, dude.
Did it?
Yeah, it took me a really long time.
The one where you had to close the DS?
Yeah, that was like probably the greatest DS puzzle of all time.
No, dude. That was in quite a few things as well. Dude, that was in like some cooking game where you had to close the DS for like exactly 15 seconds or whatever so that it would cook right.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's just not quite the same.
I always find it really funny though if you do that kind of thing on like a 2DS. It's like, all right, close your game. All right, flip the switch. Or the same thing with like if you're playing on emulators. All right, minimize the screen. This is Zelda Classic. It's a program that lets you make your own Zelda quests.
Yeah.
Dude, Trace Memory? Trace Memory was a good game. I remember that game. It was pretty cool.
So I guess we're doing all the lowercase letters here.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, I found another key.
The lowercase letters are probably more interesting in general. They're
Dude,
more like...
That was... I appreciate that. This particular facet of this dungeon design.
What, that's shaped like the way it is?
No, that I used a key in order to get into a dead-end room. That I need the whistle in that I don't have yet. But it allowed me to see the fact that I could get another key that I technically could have got all along.
Oh. That's nice, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But it's also like a key to get a key.
But it's not.
In a way better way.
It's actually not. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's not.
Because eventually you'd need to go that way anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I always do really feel weird when like there's like a first half dungeon, a second half dungeon kind of thing, and you use a key to go between the first and the second half, and like as soon as you go through the door, you like do a thing to get another key.
Yeah.
It just feels like I just used the key to get another key.
Yeah, but you really use it to...
But you really use it to get to the second half of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, God chill on how quickly you give us keys. Which is why I really hate it when like I have dungeons that like have like more than like 4 or 5 keys.
Well, rest in peace to the top.
How many keys has To the Top had out of what I played?
Out of what you've played?
Like in each floor. I remember having an excessive number of keys.
Did you get through floor 7?
Yeah.
Floor 7 had 15.
Oh, shit. Wait, did I get through 7? The last floor I was on the floor where you had to... Or, you had to blow up, like, all the pillars.
Yeah, that's, 16, floor 8.
Yeah, it's floor 8, yeah. That's the floor I am on right now. I got the dungeon item, which was the heavy mitts?
Hammer,
that's it. Yeah, and then I went back to get all the secret dungeons.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that...
Oh, yeah, floor... fuck floor 7, dude. All those keys. Dude, I like the dungeon idea, like, having the raise and lower, like, water levels, but I got so frustrated looking for keys.
But, I mean, you knew in advance you needed 5 at the very least. It wasn't like a key gauntlet where...
And I found out that you needed 15.
Total, yeah, there's only 3 like that. There's only 3 5 blocks.
It's 3, 5. It's like, I thought like 5 keys. I'm like, alright, well, fine. I found like 3 quickly, I guess.
Actually, I think it was 16, because I think there was a key, like just a normal key door before anything else. I think it was 16 in total.
Yeah, I mean, there's also probably a boss key.
Yeah, well, 5 of the keys gave you the boss key directly.
Yeah, goddamn, dude. So many keys.
Floor 8 has,
Floor has a lot of keys, too.
It has, well, it has 1 for each pillar, and then it has, you know, some, I don't know, 6 more or so.
Yeah.
Just to get around. What the heck? Why am I not lighting these rooms? Like, what am I doing to myself?
I'm just bad at finding secrets, I guess.
Well, floor 10 is, yeah, have fun. I can't even remember the count on that one. I'd have to, like, think real hard. It's like...
the one that's got, like, 5 dungeons?
No, that's floor 9. Floor 9 only has, like, 4 keys total. Like, across all the secret dungeons.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it's 2.5. Or... Because it's not 2.5, which means there aren't level-specific keys, which means that if I have keys in more than one level, then you could share them between.
One dungeon and another.
Yeah, which I was obviously very opposed to. And for that reason, I'm sure a lot of the dungeons on floor 9 will be maybe more to your taste.
Alright.
There's some really cool dungeons as sub-dungeons of floor 9. Probably my favorites are, like, sub-dungeons in floor 9 as opposed to actual floors. Dude, I hate the 10th floor. Like, every time I get there, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go and collect 25 keys or whatever it is.
Is it really?
It's a lot, dude.
God damn.
It's a metric hecton.
Metric hecton. Heavy gauntlets.
Oh yeah, dude, that's what it is. I wasn't even like, I'm like, alright, how do I melt these blocks?
Well, I was thinking back because you also, in the last dungeon you had a heart piece.
Yeah, screw that heart piece.
I feel like heart pieces isn't rewarding enough.
Yeah, not to go back to a dungeon and redo it. Not for me,
imagine,
not,
like,
no.
What if they give you something that was like what's it called?
Well, if there's like a sword that requires X number of hearts
yeah,
to
like,
get,
let's say, like, whatever they're called. Would you go back and do that?
Wait, if there's what?
Like those, what are they called? But yeah, where you had to like get like some special item that you like get a bunch of them, and you can upgrade your sword.
Wait, what the heck? Is this an exit? What the heck? I'm baffled. I found the dungeon item! Which dungeon? I can't remember, honestly. I went through it so fast. After you get the iron sword, where is that? Is that, I can't remember, dude. You'll have to remind me more.
Cute, having the dungeon item, like, outside.
Yeah. Dude, see, this dungeon has some cute things in it.
Yeah, this is actually, I mean, I see some, like, pretty reasonably good, like...
Stuff for classic style, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow! Excuse me.
Like, this has probably been, like, the best dungeon by far. So far. Except for this Wizrobe guy.
No, that's not why I said wow. Wait, it's the... Is it the shop? Like, what is the dungeon is what I'm asking?
Also, yeah, Dig Daggers. I wonder what that dungeon boss is gonna be.
No clue, dude. Or are you talking about... Oh! I think I know what you're talking about. Try, pushing boxes. Try pushing blocks in the rooms, like, north of the start. I think that's what you need to do. I don't remember exactly what room, but, if you push boxes, you should be able to find a secret staircase.
What quest you guys talking about?
Link's Nightmare. The one I played the other day.
Oh, okay.
And had freaking 90 viewers. Like, what the heck?
You had over 100.
Did I? What?
At the end.
Yeah,
Pretty
if
sure.
try pushing blocks in all 4 directions as well.
I hate
Like,
these
do what
rooms,
I'm
by
doing
the
right
way.
now. Do what
Like,
I'm doing right now. Literally just...
I hate these rooms.
I don't even think I need to push any of these, though, to be honest. I think I'm just wasting my time. Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that they're there like makes it think that there could be, you know.
I guess.
You like have to push them just in case. Or you wasted like 4 minutes of your life or whatever.
I'm missing a key. Wait, I have an idea. Oh, I got the bracelet. I'm a dummy.
What's a bracelet? They're like earrings?
Yes. They're like earrings for your arm. You have to pierce your arm to wear it.
So it gives your arms protection from heat. That's why they can deal with the strain of pushing heavy things.
Yeah. I don't know why you had to explain that. It was pretty obvious.
I want to make sure it's still canonless, guards, or
Canonless?
canonless. Different kind of canonless.
Cannon full, as they like to call it. Now I have like keys up the butt. Holy crap. Thanks, so bracelety one.
And yet you still probably don't have enough.
Nah, dude, I have exactly enough. I can foresee the number of keys that I need, and the number of keys that I need is 4. Because I foresaw it. Anyway. Enough of... What?
Too much for me.
Too much for you, too much for me. Because 4 is 2 plus 2. Too much. Ah! What? It's all coming together now, isn't it?
I actually don't like the dark rooms very much.
Alright.
I wish, like, when you make rooms dark, they weren't, like, black, but, like, this is very dark.
You can. You can. That's perfectly doable.
Like, with and unfortunately, the candle still works.
Yes.
So why don't test makers do that?
Because they don't know how to. You have to do some stuff with a palette. It's all about the palette, and people don't really know. And it's not deep. It's not like built into most palettes, so.
Oh, so there's like an actual like black palette
Yeah.
for everything that you just have to edit that.
Something like that. It's part of the. It's part of the actual like palette for your screen or whatever, or your like your. I don't know, the current palette. It's part of that. There's like three pieces to the palette, and one of them is dark room, and then one of them is like transition from dark to light, and the other one's just normal. Cause you know how like the room like lights up when you use the candle in like phases or whatever. It's using like an entire intermediate palette. It's not doing any fancy figure out the color in between or whatever. It's literally just using a different palette to make the transition. Or, well, it's part of the palette, but, you know.
Wouldn't mind the lantern giving you, like, a passive... This is, like, probably more 2.15, though. Having, like, a ring around.
A ringer. Yeah, I've seen that before. Or, like, Link to the Past style, where it's, like, kind of in front of you in, like, a cone shape.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's supposed to be your shield reflecting there. I wonder if it's your shield or your lantern, because even if you don't have a lantern, it's only the light. But I assume the game assumes you have the lantern by then.
What do you mean?
Because it's impossible to enter a dark cave where you have the lantern. Right?
No, yeah, I always assumed it was the lantern. I thought it had to be.
Yeah.
What the heck did I just pick
But I mean,
up?
like, technically, if you enter a cave earlier, then it's...
Does it still have that? Is that actually there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh.
I don't think the game actually checks. It just assumes
I mean,
you have a
yeah,
lantern.
probably. Seeing as it gives it to you in the first room of the game.
Yeah, and if you don't have it, like, you actually can't enter the sewers without it. Zelda will stop you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wait, where do
the
you get it,
trigger.
though?
Because if you don't get it in your room, you can also get it in the chest right next to Zelda.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was gonna
And if
say,
you
where
don't
is it
get
again?
You don't get it in both spots, and Zelda's like, it's dark in there, don't go in without it. They're like, alright. But I was trying to do that for, the generic bingos. Like, well, I don't need
Oh.
lanterns or anything. I don't need lightning torches, so I'm just gonna go and skip it. And then I found out I needed it, and I had to go all the way back down to the basement to get the lantern.
That's amazing.
Looks like level 4 might have, like, what is that, a wand or something?
I just got it, yeah.
Oh. What is that?
I think it's the wand.
Did you
It's
get that
the
heart
wand.
piece?
No, I have no idea what moves that block. I don't even care. It's probably not the wand, if we're thinking about it. That's why I didn't even try.
Could it be the book?
I don't know. It's probably like the hammer or some crap, who knows. It's probably whatever item I get in the next dungeon.
Yeah, I know, I was trying to figure out what the next dungeon item is.
Flippers.
No, because it was like a weird block.
I know, flippers. You swim through it.
I can't, that's why it's a weird block.
What? There's spikes in this room, dude. God dang it. Oh, there's lots of spikes in this room. Dude, my arm is falling asleep.
Sorry.
Dude, so I couldn't sleep last night. And so I was like, alright, I'm just gonna get out of bed and do something. I will give you 3 guesses as to what I was doing. And if you don't guess, then I won't tell you.
Well, alright, my first guess is gonna be... How specific do I have to be? Alright,
Fairly.
my first guess would be Oracle Mages.
No.
My second guess will be to the top.
God dang it.
Did you get actually like much progress done?
I made a room.
Oh, nice. But
Oh, well, good, no!
you said all you have left is the credits, right?
I am an idiot, dude. I can't count to save my life. I'm so dumb, dude. Why did I think I had the level 2 sword? Like, where did that even come from in my head? God dang it. This guy'll take 4 hits. That's what I was thinking. As soon as it didn't take 4 hits, I was toast. I was completely toast. I didn't stand a chance. They
Good
deal
thing there's a
so
short
much.
way back. Wait.
No, I have to do the entire final boss to answer your question.
Oh, I thought you said you finished the final boss. That you just work on
No.
like the post-game stuff.
Yeah, which is the final boss.
That's not really the final boss.
No, the final phase of the final boss is
Oh, okay.
good ending only.
Oh, gotcha.
If you
no,
want.
I was thinking of post-game stuff. I was thinking of like
There is no
talking,
post game.
cutscenes, and stuff like that.
Oh, like that kind of post game. Yeah, no, I haven't done any of
yeah,
that
like
either.
the game is actually over. The timer is stopped.
No. The timer is stopped. The timer doesn't stop until you talk to Zelda and watch the credits. Let's.
You
I'm-
put Zelda in?
No.
I didn't think you were.
So the timer never stops.
This run never ends.
It doesn't, dude. Like, who's gonna speedrun this game? It's gonna take you 15 hours. Like, I'd rather kill myself than speedrun a game, like, to the top.
I feel like it won't be that long, but
Yeah, I feel like it will.
Okay.
You haven't played floor 9, dude. You haven't played floor 10, like what the heck? Dude, I was just playing through floor 10 the last
time. I haven't played much of floor 8.
Yeah, right. Dude, the last time I did floor 10, it took me like 4 hours just to get through floor 10. That's like a quest. Like most quests take 4 hours. Like, god dang. Alright, let's not screw this up this time. All I need to do is throw the boomerang again and I'll win. That's all I need to do.
Don't even count, just play it safe.
Alright. Dang, dude. That makes me pretty sad. That was like such a brain fart way to die.
It happens.
Not to me, dude. Not to me. I'm above this kind of thing. Or so I thought. Must just not be my day. Heh. I got a new heart. Wait, what? Where to? I don't even know what I'm doing now. Oh, that's right. I haven't explored like 90% of the overworld. Alright. Figured it out?
Bro, I thought something else I like in video games.
Okay.
There's some like nice teases in video games that I feel like aren't done enough. I think like one of them I remember is in Oracle Pages.
What the heck, you're praising Oracle? Okay, go on.
I would say how you like go to the dungeon and you're like about to walk into it and then like it like disappears before your eyes.
Oh yeah, level 2.
Yeah.
Break it. Way to break it, hero, as they say. Or however whatever the trope name is.
You have to go and like find, like you have to go and like do this whole other thing just to get to it proper. And for some reason I actually like that.
Alright, I'll make sure that every single dungeon crumbles before you enter it in my next quest.
This is the dungeons crumble. The idea towards like you have something within reach, and just as you're about to get it, you realize that like, you.
Alright, I'll make sure that every item that you collect shatters as soon as you pick it up.
Doesn't need to break if you get it. It just means like you're getting.
I'll make sure that every time you see Zelda, she gets carried away by Dark Link.
Now you're just talking about Mario.
No, please, it's Dark Link and Zelda, not Mario and Luigi.
You mean Mario and Peach?
Dude, you do realize that Peach is actually just Luigi in a dress, right? Have you ever played like 90% of the games in which that happens?
Except for all the games where you can play as Luigi.
Yeah, exactly, including those ones. Have you ever played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga in which you dress up as Luigi in a dress?
Have you played Mario Brothers 1 where you can play as Luigi?
Yeah, that's actually just Mario in a green costume. Like, get it straight.
Okay. Luigi is really just Mario.
Yes.
Zelda, sorry, really just Luigi.
Yes, you have it right now.
That makes sense.
That or a Toad. That's also a possibility. Peach may be a Toad in the first game. I'm not sure. I think it may.
It's an alternate ending.
Peach may be a Toad in the first game. Now that I think about it.
She is Princess Toadstool of the Toadstool Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Whatever.
Luigi Kingdom.
Luigi. I don't really see the difference between toads and mushrooms. They're basically the same thing.
I mean, one of them you don't eat necessarily, but okay.
What? You saying you don't eat mushrooms?
I don't eat toads.
Kaizo Zelda. Oh my god.
Delta. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Alright, so far I'm right.
So far we are all correct. Wait, I didn't guess more than 6.
Dude, it was the hook shot the whole time. That's what this weird block was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a hook shot because I remember it being way back.
That's a good point. There wasn't, was there?
I was thinking like, the thing is, I was gonna say it could have been a hook shot, but I didn't want to get that just because I was only one way. But I guess if you went there, you really wouldn't be doing anything else in the dungeon. and they would expect you to save warp.
Just save warp. Crap, dude. What are you doing, Link? Learn to block. Learn to not get blocked. For being honest here, I probably missed the level 2 sword somewhere. I probably could have it by now. That's my guess. Is there was like a secret dungeon or something that I just didn't find. That's the feeling I get.
It's level 4, so it can be borderline.
Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of the overworld I didn't explore, so.
That's true, you pretty much went straight to the dungeon.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, I'm too used to Lost Hours, like you must spend at least a few hours between dungeons.
You must spend this many hours to enter. You must be at least this tall.
You must beat this many mini dungeons in order to enter the dungeon.
Yeah. God dang it. Did mini dungeons annoy me? Like, just make a dungeon. Like, why are you calling it a mini dungeon or something like that? It's like, this quest has...
You must really hate the freaking ice caverns and the bottom of the well.
No, those are actually dungeons, though. They have maps and compasses, dude. It's like
Sure
Dompe's grave or something like that.
Dungeon ever make a map and compass, but the dungeon's only like 4 rooms big.
Worth.
It's like, use a map and throw a square.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you not... I don't know. Never mind, dude. Nothing makes sense.
Because it's a lot easier to make a smaller dungeon?
No, but why not... Why don't just, like, make them all small? I don't know, dude.
Sorry, what else?
It's a delta, not a 6.
Is it actually a bomb?
It's actually a ring?
That is a broken ring.
No, dude, that's how they look in Zelda 1. It's upside down, I guess. No, it's not. That's right.
What? I'm so confused.
It's a ring. Have you not seen the way that the ring sprites look in... They look like exactly that.
Alright.
Wait, this is Donkey Kong. What the heck? I just realized the DK64 is... Well, no, okay, so this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like, is when you say this quest has 6 dungeons, right? You just say this quest has 6 dungeons, and then there's like 2 mini dungeons per dungeon, and it turns out there's actually like 18 dungeons. That's what I don't like. Just, you know, say how many dungeons there actually are.
I would really consider a dungeon like just like... I honestly,
See, okay, so I don't count the last dungeon, and you count all, like, you don't count the mini dungeons?
Yeah,
like, where do you draw the line?
Dungeons, but I count the last dungeon because the way I see it is, like, how much time you spend there. Just, like, how big is it? Okay,
so the overworld is, like, 5 dungeons, then?
No, the overworld's an overworld.
Exactly, but you spend time there.
Yeah, but you have to spend a certain amount of time there.
Yeah, so the final dungeon is the final dungeon. It's not a dungeon, it's the final dungeon. Like...
It's like Zelda
it's
even all the dungeons have the same music, but the final dungeon doesn't. That's why it's not a dungeon.
Same with Zelda 1, dude. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Dude, I completely disagree.
I know you do, but all the mini dungeons have different music too.
Well, also mini dungeons generally don't. The mini dungeons usually don't have bosses, but that's not always true.
Yeah.
I would say if a mini dungeon has a boss, I would actually probably just call it a bonus dungeon, and I'll grab Wall Masters.
Dude, the only reason that I'm actually getting hit by those Wall Masters and the both times I've gotten grabbed is because I've been trying to dodge the fireballs at the same time, and because you're forced up against the wall. If I was smart, I would just use arrows, and then I wouldn't have any trouble whatsoever, but for some reason I'm trying to kill them with my sword. And again, I don't have the level 2 sword, so... Takes 2 hits. Dude, why?
Or 1 arrow.
That's what I'm saying. It would only take 1 arrow.
Saving all your monies.
Oh, dude, I actually have a shield now. What the heck? I was like just thinking in the last stream, I can't block this one attack that I didn't block for some reason because I didn't think I had a shield. I'm gonna die before I even get back to like anything reasonable now. Like,
I guess Well does the mini boss though.
Yeah, dude. Same with Ice Cavern.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, White Wolfos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's like, the thing is, a White Wolf is just like a regular enemy.
It's not though. It's a White Wolfos.
It's the same thing as regular Wolfos.
Yeah, but it's white.
What? It's the same.
Yeah,
thing.
well, Dead Hand is the same thing as Live Hand.
There is no such thing as live hand.
Exactly.
What? The thing is, Dead Hands is like a mini boss in the actual dungeon.
It plays the mini boss music when you fight White Wolfos.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a boss. Like,
Yeah, well, it plays the mini boss music when you fight Dead Hand.
This is the definition of a dungeon. It has to have both regular music that's special to that dungeon and boss music that's special to that dungeon. And I know that eliminates a lot of regular dungeons from other like actual like dungeons that you consider dungeons. For example, I think Ancient Cistern is not a dungeon.
Why? Because it doesn't have a mini boss?
No, I think it has the same boss music as.
Wait, what's your criteria? I don't think I understood.
I said that it has to have different. It has to have unique dungeon-specific boss music and dungeon music.
What? That's like nothing.
Yeah, except for that actually eliminates most dungeons. Matter of fact, I think in like a lot of older games, it'll eliminate pretty much every single dungeon.
Yeah, nothing's a dungeon anymore. That's bad criteria.
Yeah, there are no dungeons anymore because you don't have. Stop having. I know I would just say boss music, but you're just gonna try to argue that mini boss music also counts as boss music.
Cool hint, bro.
Dude, one day I will find the ultimate resolution to this. We will agree that there are no dungeons.
A dungeon is something that gives you a plot item. A mini dungeon is something that gives you an upgrade. Yeah, but then Death's Power has no dungeons. It only has mini dungeons because there's no such thing as a plot item in Death's Power. Every dungeon just gives you an item that allows you to progress.
Same in my, like Colors quest that I never really got too far into.
Well, did that even have dungeons though? Wasn't it just like one?
No, it didn't have dungeons either.
Like that actually didn't have dungeons.
Yeah, it had areas, but definitely didn't have dungeons.
Yeah, it's like
But
Metroid.
actually,
Metroid doesn't have dungeons. Like
I do kind of agree with that, where dungeons usually give you an item that has absolutely no like relevance at all, but you just need to do it.
it's a plot item, yeah.
Yeah, you just need to do it, but it's like completely like useless.
Yeah, that's the best criteria I've seen so far, but I still think it fails in some situations.
But
Holy.
all the bonus dungeons wouldn't be considered dungeons anymore. Generally.
Yeah, they'd be considered mini dungeons.
Yeah, they would be considered mini dungeons, which
Or
is
bonus
arguable
dungeons.
whether people agree or
Because the
disagree.
question, like, if mini dungeons are still required, like, does that...
Yeah, but they don't give you useless crap.
Yeah, what's the difference between a required bonus dungeon and a non-required
Usually,
bonus
the way
dungeon?
I always see it is that in a regular dungeon in Zelda usually have two parts, right? There's in traditional Zelda games. That's obviously not really true in CC, but in like traditional Zelda games, you usually have the first half or whatever first part is a dungeon leading up to the mini boss, which gives you some dungeon item, and then the rest of it is getting the boss key and then going to fight the boss, which gives you the quest item. The mini dungeons generally only go up to the mini boss to get a dungeon. So like it's like the first half of the dungeon, basically. That's the way I've always seen it.
Okay, so here's a question: Is
He's gonna get killed by the Dongos.
are the Skulltula houses in Majora's Mask mini dungeons?
They aren't even dungeons.
Well, are they? I mean,
How many you get to the mini dungeons?
okay. They give you items that you can use.
They're just like mini games.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like a hide and seek room. They don't really have any kind of puzzling usually, or except for I guess like Great Bay.
Which is like, you know, one of the two. So it's not much of an exception.
I don't know. They don't really have much puzzles and they don't really have any enemies to fight. It's like it really
Skulltulas, dude, what the heck? You kill all the Skulltulas. Skulltulas are enemies. They deal whole hearts of damage.
Have you ever been damaged by a Skulltula?
Yes,
like,
I have. I've
speedrun?
been killed to one before. I've died to a Skulltula many a time.
I'm impressed.
Dude, they're strong.
They don't. They move like 1 mile an hour.
They move 1 mile an hour.
They like crawl. Point A to point B.
Oh, I'm really smart. Well, I understand how to get through here now. Dang it, dude. Cool shortcut.
But yeah, they mean, really are just like a hide and seek thing, so I don't know. I don't know what to call them. Fetch quests?
Fetch quests. Dude, what about... Okay, here we go. What about, Ambi's Castle in Oracle of Ages after Dungeon 6? There's a boss, and you get a quest item after it.
Yeah, that's the same thing as like saying, wait, you get a quest item?
Yeah, you get the harp. Well, I guess it's a usable item, so maybe it is just a mini dungeon now that I think about it.
Well, no, the thing is, what I was thinking a good comparison is like, A Link to the Past.
Dang it! Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Like going to fight what's it called? The Hyrule Castle 2. Dude, you're going an amazing circle right now.
Oh yeah, that's... Are you talking about Link to the Past when you go and you after the
my
Master
God,
Sword?
Dude, you took shots into the water.
Yeah, after you get the Master Sword. I don't... See, yeah, does that count as a dungeon? I never counted that as a dungeon. I never counted Hyrule Castle as a dungeon in A Link to the Past.
Either the first one or the second one. A lot of people don't consider either of them a dungeon.
Yeah, dude. It's...
I mean, the way I've always seen it is that I would consider both trips as the dungeon part 1, part 2.
I mean... Sure.
That's the way I kind of always seen it, partly because both trips are just too short to be a dungeon. But I would definitely consider Ganon's Tower a dungeon, and a lot of people wouldn't. Even though actually that dungeon does give you items, though.
Yeah.
You get red mail.
Well, I found it.
I don't know. A lot of people don't like considering the last dungeons of Zelda's dungeons because a lot of times they're just like rehashes of stuff already done in other dungeons.
Yep. Dude, is
Which
Hyrule
isn't fair to
Castle...
me because that's actually pretty rare.
Is Hyrule Castle in, Minish Cap a dungeon?
Yeah, like how can you not consider that a dungeon?
I don't know, I don't. I say that Minish Cap has 5 dungeons.
Well, what the heck, dude? That's like the longest dungeon in the game.
Nah, dude. Palace in the Sky is bigger. Ooh, this is
I don't
bad.
know about that.
I'm just gonna escape. I don't.
There's no way you can't consider that a dungeon, dude.
But it's like a prison cell.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you get trapped in it to start.
Yeah, you can immediately like get out though. Like after you get past like the first floor.
Yeah, but you have to get past the first floor.
Yeah, but there's like 4 floors.
So? That doesn't mean the first floor isn't long.
Dude,
Just
this means
means...
goes back to the whole thing where I don't mind when games like will trap you in an area for a while until you like progress.
What if you can never go back?
If you could never go back entering it, I would probably feel differently. yeah. Like if it was like phase.
That's one thing I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like that. Particularly, especially if there's a way to save.
Actually, just in general, I hate missables. Anything that's missable is like just bad. Instantly hate the game.
You would really hate Legend Dragoon and most JRPGs.
Yeah, freaking dude, freaking Okami Den. Good God. Everything in that game is missable. Once you've like moved on to the next chapter, everything is gone.
Never go back.
Everything is gone.
Yeah, even the one thing I really hate about that game was that the fact that you go back to the same areas, but they're not the same areas.
Yeah.
It's just like, goddamn.
Like honestly, it was a fun game, but it like pissed me off for a lot of reasons. Like nothing about like it wasn't even like frustrating like gameplay or anything. It just like why it was just like
very much. My main complaint of that game was I didn't like the story.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed like I really liked the
on for me. It felt too long for DS games.
Yeah, it was pretty long. I really liked the partner system though.
Yeah, I did like the partner system, I agree.
Like directing your guy to go somewhere and then you know.
There was one part that I got like stuck for a really long time because of like okay, the next letter doesn't have the book.
Yeah.
But I was like there's a part where you go to like the I forgot what it's called, like the demon cave or whatever.
Oh yeah, and you have to like talk to all the guys.
Okay, yeah, and the second time, like, yeah, you just go through normally, and then you go there again the second time with the, I don't know, the moon kid.
I don't remember very much. Yeah, go on.
But you go and you go out and visit there a second time, but the place is kind of like trashed up, and like there's like a bunch of holes everywhere and all over the place. And so I thought you had to do, it's like since I've already been there, I know what it's supposed to look like, and that you've done this kind of thing before, I tried to use the restoration to repair the holes. And I spent like a stupid amount of time trying to do this. Like it was at least a half an hour. And then I found out that you were just supposed to like guide your partner, the guy fly over the hole and then like grapple over to him. And like I would have thought of doing that immediately, except for the fact that
You'd already been there, yeah.
The area, so I assumed you had to restore it to the way it was before, because you have that power.
Yeah.
So it's weird how the idea of having like extra powers actually made it more like a lot harder than it should have been. At least for me personally.
Does Okami have dungeons?
Yeah, definitely.
You think it does?
Yeah.
Like the forest temple or whatever the heck it was called?
Yeah, because the dungeons in Okami follow almost the same format as they do in like the Zelda games, which is why it's called the Zelda game a lot. It's like you have a bunch of puzzles, you have like, you know, a map and maze rooms you go through, but then you usually have some mini boss of some sort, you get a dungeon item, you get some sort of power up, and then you keep going through, and then eventually you go up to fight the boss, and which doesn't give you anything, but it allows you to progress through like the next area. Usually being the dungeon unlocks an entire area.
I'm rich. I am overly rich. God dang.
But yeah, Okami definitely has dungeons.
How many dungeons does Okami have?
I don't remember.
Well, let's see. This is the whole.
Well, I don't remember all the crap in the game.
That's a long game, dude.
Yeah.
Is the pirate ship a dungeon?
Do you even get anything in a dungeon?
You get the lucky hammer.
I ended them. I would consider it a mini dungeon.
What
and
about?
I would consider like the actual
Yo, what about?
Castle, like the full dungeon.
What about the moon in Majora's Mask?
No, I wouldn't consider that a dungeon.
What is it though? Because it's got like dungeons in it. Are those dungeons?
It's like that kind of stuff I think about people don't like considering dungeons. It's like when they just have pieces of other dungeons, like small portions of other dungeons, and like this like kind of go together. Same with Wind Waker. We had an Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time are more dungeony than Majora's Mask for sure.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is like definitely does not very dungeony at all.
But it is.
You can just go straight to the boss.
Wait, I didn't even use the hook shot to get to this palace. What the
like
heck?
Weird. I almost just feel like the mini dungeon stuff in there is just like a side quest to get the deity mask.
I mean, it is.
Like, it's just not a dungeon or a mini dungeon. It's just like a side quest.
They have heart pieces though.
Yeah, that's it.
That's also why it's a side quest, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the only Zelda game that has heart pieces in them. Twilight Princess got 2 heart pieces in every dungeon.
Alright, dude, what about Paper Mario? Does Paper Mario have dungeons?
Like original Paper Mario?
Sure, we'll go with Paper Mario 1.
Yes, for the same reasons.
As what?
It follows the same flow
No, I mean, same reasons as what?
as the Zelda games.
Okay. But, do you always get an item? Oh, you get an item or a partner,
so.
right? That's like an item or a partner, which I guess you could
Yeah,
consider.
which is like basically an item, yeah. Some
Yeah.
sort of power-up.
Thousand Year Door kind of did some changes, obviously.
Yeah, also it doesn't have, like, some of the chapters don't have dungeons.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
but
saying.
still.
Well, now Chapter 6 as well. Chapter 6 like has a. Chapter 6 is weird, dude. Chapter 6 is
Chapter 6?
the train.
Oh, dude, yeah, that chapter's weird.
It's a good chapter. I think like I enjoy playing it usually, or at least special like the first time through definitely. You know, like
But whoever gets Lambda wins.
did I guess Lambda? I think I did eventually, right?
I think someone gave a list of 8 and they said they'll throw Lambda in there, but that would be 9, so...
Well, it doesn't need to be in order. I don't care about order, dude. It's a bag model.
Yeah, but you guess too many things. So I'll give them half points.
Alright.
I'll give them full points if it ends up being 9 shapes, though.
Okay, what about, I guess moving forward-ish, what about Super Paper Mario?
Super Paper Mario?
Because, like, the last level in each chapter is always dungeon-like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, is that a dungeon, or is it just another level?
Zelda,
Yeah,
classic
like,
Mario.
is that a dungeon, or is it just another level? Or same thing with Four Swords Adventures, how about that? Are those dungeons, or are they just more levels?
Yeah, Forza Adventure is weird.
Because it does have, you know...
Four Swords Adventure is even harder. Like, for Super Paper Mario, I feel like there's... A lot of them still feel very dungeon-y. A lot of them don't, but a lot of them do. But, in Four Swords, it's... Yeah, in Four Swords, they feel a lot more like the castle than an actual dungeon. But
Right.
at the same time, they feel more dungeon-y than the previous 3 levels of every world.
Right.
But that's mainly because they usually have more puzzles.
Okay, so does that make a difference, dude? Does having puzzles something that defines a dungeon?
Maybe. There usually aren't any NPCs. Or very few NPCs.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean... I feel like in Four Swords Adventures there was like just as many NPCs in dungeons as there were elsewhere, except for like towns.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Like Deku Scrubs are always, you know, wandering around the dungeons giving you hints and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like the ghosts or the
It's a tough
spirits.
call. Like, honestly, like, in some ways it feels like it's a bad idea just taking like a rule book at it, trying to say like, this is dungeon, this isn't dungeon.
Dude, that's the whole point though, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. But like, the real question is like, when you play a game, it's like, did you just personally feel like you just entered another dungeon? That you completed a dungeon, or something like that? Or did you feel like you beat something else? Like, did you just beat a level?
Some chapters had 2 dungeons, well I mean that's fine, right? If it's a dungeon, it's a dungeon. But the question is, are they...
Chapter has 2 dungeons besides, like, I think chapter 7 and 8?
Chapter 7 definitely did. Right,
Yeah.
it was the tower and then the... Wait. The tower and then the tower? Oh, no. It was like the... It was like the dungeon and then the tower, yeah.
Yeah. And the tower was like a weird dungeon.
Although I felt like actually neither of those really felt like a dungeon to me. Like, whenever I'm thinking of like Eastern Palace and the Forest Temple, those are the ones that and the Pyramid, those ones are the ones that kind of like felt dungeony to me. But like you said, Hyrule Castle didn't really feel like a dungeon.
In Fort Source Adventures? No, not really.
Yeah, neither time. Even the time that you return to it, that's like a stealth mission.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like I was doing Forsaken Fortress, which doesn't feel like a dungeon.
Well, yeah, that's... Do people say Forsaken Fortress is a dungeon? Because I don't consider it one.
Most people don't. Some people do. But like, this is where it gets weird, because people talk about some Zelda games having more dungeons than other dungeons, like other Zelda games. And it always felt really weird to me, because like it's not saying very much. Because like,
yeah.
one, like, what's a dungeon? How many mini dungeons are there? And it's also like, how long were the dungeons? How long was the game? It's like, okay, you spent twice as much time in a dungeon than the other Zelda games. You also spent like 4 times as much time like outside the dungeon, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, like Majora's Mask, hello.
Yeah.
Minish Cap as well.
Mask doesn't have many dungeons, and they're all longer than like. But you still, like, the dungeon time is really small compared to, like, outer dungeon time compared to the other Zelda games. Or, well, specifically Ocarina of Time.
Dungeons in Majora's Mask are pretty long.
Map. Also, Forsaken Fortress has the same thing as Hyrule Castle, where you visit it twice. And both visits are very different.
This is a really short level. I'm, like, almost done with it.
And it gets like weirder with like Skyward Sword because, you know, there's a dungeon you actually do visit twice.
Yeah, but is it a dungeon the second time, or is it just a revisit?
It's like when you visit a dungeon twice.
The second time you go back, you're not entering it as a dungeon. You're going back and doing it as like a...
Time, like, it clearly feels like a dungeon, and the second time you go there, it just feels like a mini dungeon.
Not even. It just feels like you're going back. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people just feel like a fetch quest thing.
Yeah.
I know a ton of people who just really hate going back to Scott. Like, I think most people seem to really hate that.
That's what the whole game is, though.
Going back to places you've already
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What?
What other time do you do something like that?
Besides Song of the Hero? The entire Song of the Hero? Yeah, exactly.
The Song of the Hero is terrible, but besides that, that's only one part of the game.
Every time you go to Eldon?
Every time you go to Eldon? What?
Yeah.
How so?
You go back to Eldon, so you went back to Eldon. Like, that's what people complain about, is that there were only 3 areas.
Yeah, but see, that's a problem. There, like, aren't only 3 areas.
I know. I mean, I know that, but that's what people complain about.
Yeah, that's what people complain about.
Look at okay, look at this ring. Look at this ring. How does that not look exactly like upside down Delta? Like, turn it upside down, put a little break on the... Put a little break between the thing and the wristband, and then... I don't know. It's...
I did see the ring.
It looks...
I see what you're saying, but I mean, it still basically connects.
Yeah, on that sprite it does, but not on all sprites does it. So just imagining it not connecting, and then...
Alright.
There's what I was thinking of. There was the Delta.
Fair enough.
Because that, like, there,
I mean,
it's a sprite.
Word for it.
It's a sprite, I promise.
But
I promise,
it
dude.
honestly looked more like a 6, but let's be fair.
It was a pretty bad 6. Like, I would go with bomb more than anything else.
I would say it looked like a bomb more than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. What is this, dude? I need the freaking ladder. What's the boss of this dungeon gonna be?
Oh yeah, I think just saying that something has a map does not like mean it's a dungeon.
Because
If
it
you
could
say
be a
that,
mini dungeon,
then
is
all-
that what
pretty
you're
much all
saying?
Most mini dungeons have maps. And then you basically be saying that all mini dungeons are also dungeons. Which it only says. But I don't agree.
I'm a bad 6. Wow, I feel so good about myself now.
Wait, so this dungeon's got both the book. Well, so now we know what both the next dungeon items are.
No, we don't. I got the book.
Oh, right, that was the last dungeon. So.
The next dungeon is the ladder.
Yeah, we know it's a ladder. But for some reason I thought the book was also...
Wait, but I could get to this dungeon. I could have gotten to this dungeon after dungeon 3. I don't understand. Did I need the hookshot in there? I did, didn't I? But it was like midway through. That's really annoying.
Dude, that reminds me of freaking Lost Isle, level 3.
Yeah! Dude, the worst part about Lost Isle, though, is like you don't know it's the boomerang. Like, it's not obvious that it's like, oh, I need the boomerang to solve this puzzle. It's like,
Yeah,
alright,
no,
how do I solve this puzzle?
It looks
Like-
like you just need to get it from another angle. Like
That
from the
or you think, okay, it's somewhere in this dungeon, I better go look for it.
Yeah.
And then you start looking for hours and...
Yeah. I don't think I ever figured that out until I actually like looked at it online.
Oh, dude, there's another one. A heart container means it's a full dungeon. Yeah, I needed the hookshot in the dungeon, but I didn't need it to get there. It's a
That's
little
just kind of
annoying.
like a lame definition, and it only matches Zelda. But I'm trying to think of what it doesn't when it doesn't apply.
Well, I mean, Okami fails instantly, but
Yeah, because you don't get any reward. For
yeah.
getting
Well,
it
you
at
get,
all.
I mean, you get praise or whatever the heck it's
yeah,
called,
you get
but
praise from like everything.
yeah. Ouch. Spirit Tracks has no heart pieces? We're talking
What?
heart containers. Oh, that's true. That's true. You get heart containers instead of... Well, same with Zelda 1.
Yeah.
That's same story. And Zelda 2 for that matter.
Well, they aren't even hearts.
Yeah, there's
Right.
hearts. Yeah, there's heart containers in Zelda 2.
No, I thought they were like heart potions or something. Or is that magic?
No, there's heart... That's the magic. Well, they're magic containers. It increases your magic bar.
Yeah.
Like...
Dude, I'm just confusing the sprites. I know there's like things that increases your max magic and hearts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
my sprites just aren't remembering.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation before, or at least with somebody, about the BS tile set is kind of bad. I do not disagree.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of bad.
I feel like it's easy to use.
Yes, dude, yes!
What? Dude, it's fucking pie.
I know.
And you're waiting for me. God damn. I'm surprised they did a lambda though.
It's actually not pi, but alright.
Sorry, it's... E?
No, if you read what the guy says. Dude, I love this song, though. No hate towards this song.
Interesting.
I can't trust the dungeon map, dude. What can I trust? Ouch. Yeah, I made the right choice not picking easy mode, though, by the way.
Yeah. Sure.
I bet it's a capital pi. Dude, actually, maybe not. Maybe it'll have a little curly on the end. That'd be pretty cool. Some of these, most of the Greek letters have been pretty scripty, so, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's usually the difference in lowercase and uppercase.
That's true. That's pretty true. Uppercase ones are all blocky and, yeah.
Wait, does that mean for Omega? The thing is, for Omega, it's like, is he gonna actually do uppercase or lowercase? Because those look completely different.
Wait, oh yeah, that's true. I was like, I couldn't even remember what the
Usually when
lowercase
people
looked like
think
for a
about
second.
Omega, they always think about uppercase.
Uppercase, yeah. No one
They,
knows
like,
about the
A
W.
lot of people don't even know what the lowercase Omega looks like.
I know what a lowercase omega looks like, dude. I wrote one of those like today for what was I what the heck was I doing?
Oh.
It's some complex numbers. I don't remember. Something with complex numbers. Dude, hero mode Link Between Worlds, try doing it low percent like I did, and then you can tell me that it's hard. Yeah, I did, well, okay, so technically it's no longer low percent, but it was low percent at the time. You can skip, like, the gauntlets and stuff now, but it's not like it makes it any easier or harder. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I had only the minimum hearts and no defense and no shield, so final boss was real fun. And also no sword upgrades.
No armor.
Yeah, nothing.
I was basically like when I played these cars sword in hero mode, I did 6 hearts just cause. Though that's probably a lot easier, but much longer, I guess.
What does this say, dude? Does this spell something in Greek? No, I'm kidding. Does this spell something in Hylian or something? Wishbone. Weird C upside down wishbone. Oh yeah, dude, it's a little curly. Oh snap. Wait, how did I get over here? Did my...
I guess, but isn't that top supposed to also be curly?
Yeah, it's not what I was thinking it would be, but...
Yeah, that's not what I thought it would look like at all.
Yeah, it's like backwards from what I thought.
Yeah, exact same. Same.
How do you dodge the fireball spam? You be a beast, that's how. I didn't even know you could hide in the wall. Like, I just dodged them. That's literally what I did. I dodged them.
So
I ran around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Is to use no unnecessary items. That means you can't get boomerang.
I didn't get boomerang. Yeah, I skipped the boomerang. You can also skip sand rod. Nowadays.
Yeah, you can skip. Wait, can you?
Yeah. You need to get the stamina scroll though. It's one of those really awkward trade-offs because it's like which is worth more. What is low percent, dude? Oh wait, no, actually I think you can skip the stamina scroll as well. If you do a clip. I think you can do a clip. Oh wait, dude, can you even do the clips with only 3 hearts? Don't you die? Yeah.
Oh damn.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, you might not even be able to skip crap.
Oh well, your loss. You should be able to do some of them. As long as the enemies that you're trying to clip only do 1 heart. Wait. Only do half? Nothing does only half a heart. What the heck? Yeah, I did it glitchless as well. I'm just saying, if you actually wanted low percent. But I think that low percent not hero mode is actually different than low percent hero mode because of clips that you can't do.
Basically, you're saying is hero mode is less interesting.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, it does seem like it's basically 2.1. I don't think there's really any 2.5 features, which means I'm pretty cool with this quest. Super straightforward.